Hiya, it's Al from Red Rose Wargaming and I'm here again with another card review. Tonight I'm going to be looking at... Oh! Skaven, the Ratman. Right. It's been split open so I can actually get in the box. My God, how many cards are in this? Right. Usual 5 million extra cards. Right, we've got in here... Oh, this will be quite a nice one, this, actually. Night Runners, Storm Vermin, Packmaster, Plague Monk, Clan Rat, Giant Rat, Storm Fiend, and Rat Augur. Cool. I will have the abilities at the end like usual. There is one thing I want to point out. All these thoughts are my own thoughts. They're not, you know, if you think differently, whatever. But all the thoughts are my own thoughts. So, right, let's start at the beginning, shall we? This is a Night Runner. Let's have a look. Night Runner, 75 points. He's got a special ability. My word, these are fast. He's got a movement of 6. He's only toughness 3, which you could expect for a rat. He's only got 8 wounds, but he's got a ranged attack. I'm assuming he's throwing his stars and things. Of 8 inches. It's 2 dice, strength 3, 1, 2 damage. For a range, it's not too bad, I suppose. Close combat, it's a 1 inch, 3 attacks, strength 3, 1, 3 damage. So 75 points, it's not bad. He does have a special ability though. I don't know what the special ability is. I'm sure it will come to that. Right, and that's a Night Runner. Next one, I'll take cards right way around, shall I, so I can read them. Next one is a Giant Rat. There then, Giant Rats are 35 points each. They've got the Beast Rune Mark and the other special ability. They've got a move of 8. They've only got 4 wounds and they've only got toughness 2. But they've got 3 attacks at strength 3 doing 1, 3 damage. So they've got exactly the same attacks as your Night Runner in close combat, which is quite interesting for 35 points. I should imagine there'll be some rat-filled lists out there. Right, the next one is a Packmaster. Right, he is 65 points. He's got a couple of special abilities. I'm assuming they've all got the... Oh, no, they haven't, no. He's got a move of 6, 8 wounds, toughness 3. He's got a ranged attack. He's got a 3-inch reach, which doesn't quite make sense. Got a 3-inch reach. It's got 3 dice, strength 3, it's 1, 2 damage. Oh, I'm assuming it's not that man catcher thing. Who knows? And then his close combat is 3 attacks, strength 3, 1, 3, which looks like it's similar across the board for them Skaven. Right, next one is a Rat Augur. Now this big boy's 225 points. His movement's slightly less. He's got a move of 5, toughness 4, and 30 wounds. He's got the Beast Mark and a special ability. He's got 4 attacks, strength 4, and he does 4/8 damage, so that's like Augur. I suppose he's a Rat Augur, isn't he? 225 points. I suppose you're going to need some heavy hitting in there, aren't you? Right, the next one is also a Rat Augur, but this one looks like he's got a cannon on his arm or something. This must be like a bigger Rat Augur. Anybody knows what this one is? He's a bigger one, because he must be, because he's got more. He's got move of 5. Well, this guy's got 40 wounds. He's not a lord or anything, but he's 235 points, and his shooting attack, that cannon on his arm, or if that cannon is his arm, is a range 3 to 8. It's only 2 dice, but it's strength 5, and it's 3/6 damage. And he's got a close combat attack of a range 1, 2 dice, strength 4, and that's a 4/8 damage. So he's not bad in close combat and shooting there, is that lad? Toughness 4. Do you know what he is? He's not bad him at all. If you're going to have one big boy, yeah, I'd be tempted with him, to be honest. Right. This is a Clan Rat. He is 75 points. Move of 6. 8 wounds again. He's got toughness 4 because he has a shield on his arm, that's why. They have that... he has a special ability. His close combat is 3 dice, strength 3, 1, 3, which, like I say, it's pretty much across the board that for the rats. Right, this is another clan rat. I think. Yeah. How is he any different than that? Oh, yeah. That's another clan rat. This one is exactly the same points. Same start, 6 move, 8 wounds for toughness. He has got a 2-inch reach, 2 attacks, strength 3, but he does 1/4 damage. So he hits slightly harder. But he's got 1 less attack. Alright, interesting. He hits slightly harder on a crit, sorry. This is a clan rat leader. Now we're assuming the points value on this is wrong because it says 45, so we're thinking it might be 145, but we don't know. So anybody else, you know, because obviously normal clan rats are 75, so he ain't going to be 45 points because he's got 16 wounds. His attack, he's got 4 attacks, strength 3, and he's doing 2/4 damage. So he ain't 45 points. I mean, 145, still not bad for that. Toughness 4. 2/4 damage, it's not bad. Not bad at all, that. Right, this is a Storm Vermin. I do like these rats. These are cool, these. Right, this is Storm Vermin. He's 105 points. 1 special ability. He's got a move of 6. He's got 10 wounds. Toughness 4. He's got a 2-inch reach. 3 attacks. Strength 3. And he's doing 2/4. That's not bad, actually, that. 3 attacks. Strength 3. Strength 3's not bad, unless you're going against Stormcast or something like that. But again, who knows with these? They might have poison and stuff like that. Right, I think this is a Storm Vermin. Again, this guy is 115 points, 10 wounds. He's got a toughness 5. He's got a 2-inch reach. He's got 2 dice, strength 3, 2/4 damage. So that's pretty much the norm for the rats. Right, let's have a look at this bad boy. Oh, that's well smart, is that? Right, I'm assuming, and if I'm wrong, please tell me what he is. I'm assuming he's a Storm Vermin character, carrying 7 heads and pointing at folk. He's 170 points. This is one of your leaders. He's got movement 6, 20 wounds, toughness 4. He's only got a range of 1, but he's got 4 attacks, strength 4, 2/4 damage. That's quite a nice little thing. That quite a nice little set. That right. This is a Plague Monk. Right. See, this guy's 70 points. Move of 6. This is the only things that are going slower are the rat ogres who are going 5, and they've got longer legs. But you know. What do I know? Move of 6, 8 wounds, toughness 3. They have 4 attacks, and they are strength 3, but they do 1/4 damage. It's quite interesting, isn't it? I tell you what, you'll be able to have a lot of models in this. A lot of models. Right, next is another Plague Monk. This one is 70 points. He's got a club. He's got a 2-inch reach. 3 attacks, strength 3, and he does 1/5 damage at 70. Interesting. So yeah, so you're losing 1 attack and gaining 1 on your crits. Cool. Right, another Plague Monk, 150 points. This is your leader, carrying his library books. He's got 3 special abilities. He has 16 wounds, toughness 4. He has 4 attacks at strength 3, 2/4 damage. Which is, looking at the leaders, is very similar, isn't it? Oh no, the Storm Vermin one has got an extra strength. Interesting. I don't understand the thingy. I don't understand the points values, but right. So this guy is a Storm Fiend. Look at these. If you ever look at the Storm Fiends, look at them little rats on the back of no cool. That's a Storm Fiend, right? These boys are 265 points. They got 1 special ability. They are scary looking things, them. It has a shooting attack. It has 35 wounds, 5 movement, 5 toughness, 35 wounds. And it's got a range attack of 3 to 8, 2 dice, strength 5, 3/6 damage. And then in close combat, it's got a range of 1, 2 dice, strength 4, 4/8 damage. Blimey. Blimey. Right, this is another one. Another Storm Fiend. 265 points. Same as the other one. 35 wounds again. Toughness 5. He has got a ranged attack of 3 to 20. He's got 2 dice. Strength 4. Doing 2/4 damage. That's pretty cool. That right. And in close combat, he's got range 1, 2 dice, strength 4, 4/8, which is pretty much thingy across the board in it for them. Nice. 35 wounds. Blimey. Right, we have another one. Oh heck, this one's got bloody machine guns on his hands. Right, this one is 285 points. 35 wounds, toughness 5. His shooting is a 3 to 10. It's got 4 dice, strength 4, and it's doing 2/4 damage. And then again in close combat, 2 dice, strength 4, 4/8 damage. But he's 285, is that lad? So you could have a couple of monsters in here, couldn't you? Right, so this is another one. Oh wait, look at that bad boy. That's another Storm Fiend. 265 points. Usual, move 5, toughness 5, 35 wounds. Now this lad's got a 1-inch range. He's got 4 attacks at strength 4, but he's doing 410 damage. 265 points. That is pretty good, is that? Pretty good, is that? Right, and then we have another Storm. There's a lot of Storm Fiends in this. Storm Fiend. Right, this lad, 265 points. He has got usual 5/5, 35 wounds. He has 5 attacks at range 1, strength 4, and he's doing 4/8 damage. Right, interesting. Interesting. But 265 points, a lot of points, that really. But I suppose if you put in 1 or 2 of them in, and then fill it rest out with just normal rats, you're gonna get a few models there. Right. Now this is the last card, and this is another Storm Fiend with like warp stuff growing out of him. Warp stone, or whatever it's called. Right, this one is 265 points. Movement 5, toughness 5, 35 wounds. He's got 4 attacks, strength 5, doing 4/8 damage. Flipping out. Yeah, it's quite nice. And that's all your cards for it. Right, that's quite a few different models there, isn't it? Right, let's have a look at the ability, shall we? I left the cards there so I could see who's got what. Right, the ones with the looks like a curly tail, which are like your normal rats, I think. Yeah, they are. It's a double, and it's scurry away. A fighter can make this ability only if they are within 3 inches of an enemy fighter. Roll a dice. On a 4-up, this fighter makes a bonus disengage. Yeah, that's not bad. Right, next double is crack the whip, and I think there's only one guy got that. There has only one guy got that. That in with like the man trap or whatever you call it. Crack the whip, it's called. Pick a visible enemy fighter with the beast rune mark within 4 inches of this fighter. That fighter makes a bonus attack action that has a range characteristic of 3 or less. Oof, and he's only 65 points. Blimey. Who's got the beast marker? The rat augurs have got the beast marker. Nice potential there. Right, next one. These are the Storm Vermin, hired bodyguard. This is a double again. Until the end of the battle round, friendly fighters with the leader rune mark cannot be targeted while they are within 1 inch of this fighter. Well, that's quite nice. Nah, quite nice that. It's different stuff, isn't it? The abilities, it's having different things. Spitting all over it. It's having different things, which is quite nice. Right, so the next one is all the big stuff, I do believe. It is all the big rat augurs and the Storm Vermin. And it's a triple crushing charge. I think this is the usual one, isn't it? Until the end of this fighter's activation, the next time this fighter finishes a move action within 1 inch of an enemy fighter, pick a visible fighter, allocate a number of damage points to that fighter equal to the value of this ability. So, yeah. Quite a nice one, because you're getting an extra attack there, aren't you, really? Essentially. Right, this is for your leaders. This is quite fitting for the rats. It's a triple for your leaders, and it's called Lead from the Back. Until the end of the battle round, add half the value of this ability, again rounding up, to the attack's characteristics of attack actions that have a range characteristic of 3 or less by other friendly fighters while they are within 3 inches of this fighter. Well, that'd be nice, that, if you combine that with the bodyguard as well. Yeah. Right. The quad. And it's only the guy with the library book, I think, that's got this. And it is called Recite from the Book of Wars. Until the end of the battle round, enemy fighters cannot use abilities while they are within 3 inches of this fighter. Nice, we've not seen anything like that before, I don't think. Yeah, that's quite nice, that. 150 points, so it's a bit steep, and it's a quad. But it's, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. All in all, it's not a bad little set of cards, isn't that? Apart from the fact that they've got the points value wrong on the leader, all the rest of it looks pretty good. So you could run a monster heavy army, I think. Or you could run a troop heavy army. So Anna has wrote a list that she'll be using in the next back report of Skaven. So I don't know if you want a quick look at this. Right, we've got. Don't know what that was. Right, this is a load. This has been pointed up at 145 points. That's cool, is that? Look at them little green balls. Well smart, that. That's a load. We'll have this fella next, the Storm Vermin. How cool is that? Storm Fiend. That's pretty cool, that, isn't it? Pretty cool. Oh, them coming out of his chest. Why has he got like grappling hook nipples? Are they not grappling? Oh, I don't know. That is absolutely cool, is that model? I've never actually seen that one. That's cool. Cool. Right, anybody could tell me. Right, you've got a little rat sat on the bike that I think controls him. How does he know where he's going? He's pointing it wrong way. Anyway, that's enough of me digressing. Next, we have. I'm just going to bring these on. These are clan rats. I think there's 4 clan rats with stabby weapons. No, there's 2 clan rats. Let's have a look. What are we saying? 2 clan rats with the short close combat weapons, which should be these. And then we have 4. Look at these bad boys. Got a little snot shooting out of these. Awesome. Like albino rats as well, which is really cool. Look at these. Well smart. Like I say, you will get to see these in the next battle report. So there's 4 of them, so as you can see, there's quite a lot of models there anyway. And then we have 4 giant rats. I know there's only 2 there. 4 giant rats. So this is Anna's list. Like I say, this is quite a troop heavy one with 1 monster. But you could go monster heavy. You could have loads of plague monks, which I think would look cool. But the rat augurs and that they're awesome. Right, my man of the match or MVP is gonna be. Do you know what? I don't know. I did see one. I thought, you know what, I like him. His points, and I can't remember where I've seen him there. Oh, this chap here. This chap. 235 points. A rat augur. He's got a giant cannon like stitched to his arm. 235 points, 40 wounds, decent shooting attack, and decent close combat attack. And he looks smart. So I'd probably run one of them. Oh, my God, he's got 2 arms on 1 arm. I have no idea what I'm looking at there. Yeah, he's got 2 arms on 1 arm. That's cool, is that? It's cool. So yeah, so that I'd probably go down that route and have some of them. But everybody's got their own opinion to what they're going to be doing. Be quite curious to see what list people have. So if you want to put in the comments what you're thinking of running, or what you like, don't like, stuff like that. Like I say, all these opinions are my own opinions. They're not, Nobody else is. We will find out definitely about this this leader being 145 points, but I think that's got to be the right thing. So that's Skaven. Now they look like quite a cool list actually. Quite a cool list. Quite a lot to be able to be done with them. So like I say, I'd like to see some people's lists for them. So thanks for watching. Catch our back reports on Sunday nights. Our Warcry back reports on Sunday nights. We've got more cards to unveil, and we're also doing unboxings every now and then. So thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Just thanks for being there. Cheers. Thank you very much.